Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're gonna talk about tonight's Smackdown review and all the results of WWE Draft of 2021 in the first night. So, let's start. The show begins with the managers Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville to announce the first round in the draft. And the first pick was the Friday Night Smackdown, and it was the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Then drafted to Monday Night Raw, the WWE Champion, the powerhouse of positivity, Big E. Then the shocking draft to SmackDown, the Raw Women's Champion, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. It was a very shocking draft that happening this night. I mean, she is the Raw Women's Champion. How could she drafted to SmackDown? Just like the same year when the Street Profits was the Raw Tag Team Champion and then drafted to SmackDown. Then the final one in the first round is the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Then the Tribal Chief with Paul Heyman entered the ring, and Paul Heyman said that the Tribal Chief will gonna smash Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. It's just an amazing promo as Paul Heyman did. Then suddenly Brock Lesnar entered the ring and come face to face to the Tribal Chief. Then the head of the table started to give punches to Brock Lesnar until he gave him 2 German suplexes. I'm sorry. Then the Usos entered to save their cousin, but they received a German suplexes and also 2 F5s. Then a match between Happy Corbin and Kevin Owens, and Happy Corbin entered with his new friend Madcap Moss. And the match begins, and it was very good. The two performed a good work in this match. At the end, Baron Corbin gave Kevin Owens 2 end of days. One of it is out of the ring. And get the 3 counts to end this match. I'm so sad for what the WWE doing to Kevin Owens, but I hope he will gonna go to AEW when his contract ends in February. But Happy Corbin is doing much great work, but not the best. Then let's go to the second round of the WWE Draft. The first one, as everyone predicted, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre is finally drafted to SmackDown. He will gonna do a very great work in this show, and all the fans need him to face the head of the table for the Universal Champion as soon as possible. Then the Raw Tag Team Champion, the Original Bro and the Legend Killer RK Bro drafted and stay at Monday Night Raw. Then suddenly, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. And the final one in this round, as I also predicted, the Rated R Superstar drafted to Monday Night Raw. Now finally, a big superstar and a big legend like the Rated R Superstar will re-high the quality of a like a Monday Night Raw. It was a very good pick for the second round of the WWE Draft at Friday Night SmackDown. Then Caleb Braxton did an interview with the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, and he said that is an amazing feeling to be at Friday Night SmackDown, and the next for him is the Universal Champion. He should face Roman Reigns at this night, as the company said, but it doesn't happen. So what do you think, when will he face for the Universal Champion? I think he will gonna face Roman Reigns if he retained the title against Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel, at TLC or at the Royal Rumble. Then the Rated R Superstar entered the ring for the last time at SmackDown, and he called Seth freaking Rollins to get out to the ring. But suddenly we all surprised by Seth Rollins is in Edge's house, and he tried to find Edge's wife Beth Phoenix, and he said, Beth. Yes, as he heard. And Edge ran his very fast to get out from the ring, and Seth Rollins started to bother Edge by sitting in the house, see the things of his daughters. Man, I really like this feud between these two. Seth Rollins make a legendary work with this Vision heel character. And then we saw Edge call his wife to not go to the house anymore, and he also said that he will call Daniel and David to fix this all. I don't know who's this guys, but of course we will gonna know in the next days. For my opinion, it is now official that Edge will face Seth Rollins for the last time at Crown Jewel 2021. Then a match was supposed to happen between Carmella and Liv Morgan, but it doesn't happen after Carmella checked her face and strained things, and then she destroyed Liv Morgan. So I'll skip that. And the third round of the WWE Draft. The first one drafted and stay at SmackDown, or the first two, whatever. Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss drafted and stay at SmackDown. Then the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH drafted to Monday Night Raw. Then the first pick from the NXT team, Hedge Raw, drafted to Friday Night Smackdown. And finally, Keith Birkett Lee drafted and stay at Monday Night Raw. For me, this round was very normal, nothing special in it. Instead that a good team from NXT is drafted to Friday Night Smackdown. I hope the company using them in a great and talented way. I predicted that Keith Birkett Lee will draft it to Friday Night Smackdown, but it doesn't happen. Then an 8-man tag team match happened between the Street Profits and the first match of the New Day, the Street Profits and the New Day versus the Dirty Dogs and the Alpha Academy. The match was going very good. Montez Ford always make an excellent performance. Angelo Dawkins appeared in this match in a perfect way as always. At the end of it, Montez Ford did an excellent jump on Otis' face. Robert Roode was the legal man. Angelo Dawkins tagged to Kofi tagged to Xavier and do their tag team move on Robert Roode to get the 3 counts to win the match. It was a very good match and they celebrated with each other. Then finally, the last round of the WWE's Draft first night. The first woman of this round was Naomi, and when Sonya Deville said Naomi, she was not happy and she picked her to be in the show. Means it is official that Naomi will face Sonya Deville to get the match what she needs, but I don't think it will be at TLC or at the Royal Rumble. Then the second guys was Rey and Dominic, the Mysterios, drafted to Monday Night Raw. Then, as I predicted, drafted to Friday Night Smackdown, the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. And finally, the last drafts of the first night of the WWE Draft came from NXT, Austin Theory. Well, it is very great that the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy is at Friday Night Smackdown, and Austin Theory, it is not the first time being on Monday Night Raw, but I think he'll gonna make a good work if the company may care about him. Then Caleb Braxton was to make an interview with the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy, but suddenly Brock Lesnar came face to face with Jeff Hardy in a very shocking moment, and Jeff Hardy just go away. Brock Lesnar took the mic and said he wanted to thank his friend Paul Heyman, that because of him he became a free agent wrestler. We all know that Paul Heyman will turn on Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel for Brock Lesnar, and this match is out of all predictions. Tell me, what do you think? What exactly will happen in this match? Because it might be one of the most shocking moments at 2021. We'll then go to the Tribal Chief, the Bloodline locker room with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was crying very, very hard because of Roman Reigns didn't know many things that Paul Heyman knew about Brock Lesnar. Reigns said to Heyman to go to Monday Night Raw at the next episode to make sure that the Usos is not drafted at Monday Night Raw. I really love Paul Heyman's reactions. This guy is a real legend. It is 95% that the Usos will gonna draft it to Monday Night Raw. Going to the last match of this night, a WrestleMania main event rematch between the EST of WWE Bianca Belair and the returning The Boss Sasha Banks. Before the match started, we saw the SmackDown Women's Champion, the man Becky Lynch, came on and sit in the commentary table. The match starts and it was a very awesome match. The two appeared with an amazing performance. The EST is one of the most excellent talents in all WWE until now. At the end of it, Bianca Belair powerbombed Sasha Banks to the barricade. When she was entering the ring, Becky Lynch grabbed her hair and sit on it with her arm for Sasha to finally get the 3 counts to win the match. It was extremely awesome. Suddenly, the new drafted Charlotte Flair, the Raw Women's Champion, attacked Sasha Banks after the match. And the two champions, the Queen and the Man, held their titles in front of each other. So at the end of the episode, the company spoiled that 3 guys will draft on Raw, and it is Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks and Seth freaking Rollins. So tell me your predictions in the comment below. What will happen in the second night at Monday Night Raw of the WWE Draft 2021? Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like, and if you are new, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for the new videos, and see you in the next video.